Hey everybody, this is Alzorath, and welcome to CoalLLC. We're doing an only clay run today. This is because it dropped right after I had the last poison run. That was just basically us experimenting with trying to figure out how to get poison to work long term. It really doesn't. But this might be a situation where it kind of might? Question mark? Maybe? I don't know. But as far as which way we want to go with this, there's a few options here. I happen to have dipped into this mode just a little bit to try and figure out, okay, how does it actually work? So I went in on the, where are you, shallow one here, and it actually does keep the different colors of chests. It just changes everything else to clay. So we're probably going to do, let's do, narrow funnel would get us very few things there. So I think we are going to do just normal funnel. This is actually where I got the just coal one as well, which, by the way, definitely feels easier than just a normal playthrough even. So let's go ahead and start day one. We're going to get ourselves a little bit of coal. And obviously we do get other resources. We can get sapphires in this. Oh my. I do wish you could combine the various challenges, but unfortunately you can't. If you guys want to see an only coal run, I can probably do that. And yes, this is my favorite class. Deal with it. So we'll go back for that sapphire and that iron in just a minute. We're just going to make sure we get our 40 coal up first. Now, me personally, I find the game pretty chill. We have kind of run out of things to do, basically. We do have challenge modes and stuff like that, but until there's another big weapon update, there's not many things I can do besides just go with what I prefer. I actually like the magic wand. There's some people who absolutely hate it, which is kind of strange to me. Yes, you can keep a pickaxe so you can open the boxes easier. That's the only thing you'd even want to like maybe consider with it, but at the same time, I personally like the wand because it has piercing, and as far as any of the chest levels, it's actually not that hard to get the wand to punch through and get all the resources. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and keep grabbing anything that has actual money involved in it. I thought I saw, yeah, there it is over there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to that in time. Probably not. I'm looking at the emerald here. And then we can just, if we get this in time, we can then start just going down that coal vein. Because that'll get us at least a little bit more money. And maybe we'll be able to get down to the iron. No, we did not. Nowhere even close. And what did we get? 708. Not great, not terrible, just average. That's your average day one. For me, it's usually like 600 to 900 unless I'm playing Shaman. Shaman? 1,000 is low. Shaman gets really strong early on, and you can kind of do a lot with the electric pickaxe. You do need to get your stuff back up, though, which is its big challenge. So for me, we could go with a few things. I'm going to start with the blue there, and that'll actually get us through these first couple days a little bit easier. I'm on the fence as to which way I want to go with the stuff. This is like one shot on your coal, which is nice. One shot on our iron, too. I forgot that. For some reason, I was thinking it was 2 shots on the iron. But that's going to get us a decent amount of money on this first day. It's also going to get us into this chest. Because now we can actually get into these relatively quickly. Oh, well, there was a bunch of not money. Okay, we want to not blow away our entire ground here. As I go and do just that. So I don't think we want to be going into the gray just yet, as far as getting these kind of crates. We're fine with getting through these. The gray ones are going to still take a few too many swings. That, I think, was an amethyst. I wasn't looking to the top left. For those of you wondering, no, I don't actually see my entire screen the entire time I am playing, because it is a 27-inch monitor, and usually I am looking at the character. And field of view means that, hey, guess what? I don't see that top left. Unless I am looking specifically at it. I know that's... I should be sitting further back from the monitor, but I actually have to keep track of my recording on the other monitor as well. Yes, I have a very streamery setup. I think that was another amethyst, probably. which we can't get from mining, so that's going to be our big challenge here. Is going to be later on, can we get enough from our just swings? I don't think we're going to get in there, so I'm just going to go for money. Yoink and yoink, and there we go. Yes, they were amethysts. Kind of wish they were permanent upgrades, but it's fine. We will eventually be switching over into probably, it's either going to be poison or flamethrower. You'll probably know by the title. I don't know right now because guess what? Are we really? Oh, we're that close. I'm going to go ahead and take an iron staff for now. Kind of wanted to do more. We could also do drills. I don't think that's going to get down far enough to justify its cost, though. So we're going to go ahead and take a time increase. And we obviously can't get employees with this character, so pretty much just saving our resources at this point. And yes, we're keeping the blue for busting into chests. But as far as getting all the loot, the piercing attack on that is just too nice to give up. And no, the resources do not increase as you go to the right. So it is just more of this. So we could literally mine anywhere we want. Although it is worth noting, if you go to where the bedrock would be, this is one of the reasons why I took the funnel. If you go to one of the parts where the bedrock is, you won't get any more chests. So there is no point in going down super far. You want to be going left and right, and then down in whichever one has the best chest you can actually farm. So right now, farming... I need to be switching back to that. Unfortunately, right now, farming anywhere but the clay chest is a little bit too time-consuming for the reward. Because we can get 5% in just a handful of swings, or we can get... Let's go ahead and just... Blah, there we go. Yeah, we can get 5% in just a few swings, or we can get 10% in half our day. Now, this has a poison one here. We could go for drill as well. I'm going to go poison damage. And I should probably be getting, like, this vein here. Obviously, it's... Whether this is better or worse kind of depends on your perspective. As to, like, oh, we're getting a bunch of this other stuff, so that's going to be extra income. So we're mining, like, 12 things at once at a little bit slower rate. Or I should probably be switching to the pickaxe whenever I'm doing those single target ones like that. But there is no perfect strategy in this. You could min-max it down to, like, nobody's business, but... There we go. But that would be kind of... I think it would ruin the fun of the game, because then you're just not experimenting with stuff. But for me, I actually enjoy the wand because I am mining all this coal on top of getting the gems that I want, and on top of getting this block open as well. Although I probably should have just hit this one with a pickaxe, because we've probably got something. Oh, we got... I don't know why, but it feels like they changed the rates of the chests at some point. Because I have noticed, at least with the clay test and this one, the rate of... We're going to go for mortar damage. The rate of gem drops is way up. And yeah, those take 2. They're going to be worth a lot more money. Could we go over to the one on the left? I don't know. We might. I want to get this first. And see, there's another amethyst. Used to be just like every now and then. Now we could probably do side quests with amethyst chests. Do I want more money? Yes. Am I going to get more money? Probably also yes, actually. Because we're getting amethyst off of these. And we have... Oh, we have a yellow one now. That's even better. But once you start getting like one-shotting everything mode, which does happen a bit later. Let's... Oh, we didn't quite get that. But yeah, once you start getting one-shotting everything mode with any of the wands and the chest layers, you just want to keep using the wand. Equipment-wise, let's see what we have. We're up to... We could do green wands. So now we should be able to do probably all kinds of nonsense. I'm going to go ahead and get a weak mortar just for a little bit more. We're going to toss it like there. Just some free side income. It's okay. And now, see, this is when we want to start just using this exclusively on this layer. Obviously, we could use... Let's go and grab you. We're not actually getting the ones that I want. I'm going to go ahead and get bullet damage. I absolutely hate using guns in this, by the way. I don't hate it. It's just I dislike it vehemently compared to the other weapons because of knockback. I don't like being moved around just to use my ability. There are advantages to it. You can fly with it before you can get the other stuff, but why not just get wings or the new hoverboard, which is a 0.5 mil? We're going to go ahead and create cash. Because frankly, none of those are interesting. And cash is not interesting either. I stand by all the comments. This should have been a reroll button. Okay, can we... I don't think it's gonna... The blue's gonna get through this fast enough. No, it's not. If you're not moving the shape of the crack with each shot, you might as well just be going for the lower tier. And those all take 2 shots to get through. Don't know if we can get up to that. Can I... Thank you. This is the... I currently have sprint on, by the way. Just in case you're wondering why my movement is kind of jank. Because frankly... we'll go mortar gun rate. It's up there getting us stuff. But... Yeah, I have sprint on to try and get used to it. I'm still... it just still feels kind of wonky to me. As far as just the amount of work necessary to get somewhere. I get hung up on stuff a lot. We'll go with more mortar gun rate. And I should probably get some of the stuff over on the right as well. But, a chest is a chest is a chest. They have the same chances of having... Oh, well, we're going left now. We're going to increase mortar gun damage. We're going to get you. Can we actually get into that before it? Nope. Almost. But yeah, the nice thing about this is I'm never locked into a specific area, at least. So I can kind of just go wherever I want. I do find it kind of sad that there's no, like, diamonds or anything like that available on this, unless you get them from chests. So getting any kind of quest done on this is going to be pretty much just the biggest nightmare ever. And yes, I am just picking up just ancillary bits of resources. Should I try and go for that one? Yeah, I will. Go ahead and get that stuff to the left and get you. Wow, we're going to be on a mortar run, it seems like. So I'm fine with this, but I'd rather actually have more magic damage. Could do axes on this as well. An axe run on this... We're currently paused because we're on this screen. But an axe run on this would not be that uninteresting. Because we could just continue to drop down. Once we get to the point where we're just one-shotting everything with it, we could literally just go down, down, down. And just have the axes spinning. You know what? I will go ahead and take axes. We'll consider this as a potential option. I want to go through those, get those greens down there, and then we'll go to the left. And I don't know why, but my browser has something highlighted at the moment, and it's driving me nuts. There we go. Can we not have that highlighted? Thank you. For God's sake, highlighted something else. Minimize, bitch. Distractions. But no, I'm probably going to end up going like flamethrower on, like, have it be a flamethrower that we one tick. I do notice as we get further from spawn, we do actually have bigger veins of the gems, but I'm not sure if that's just confirmation bias. Oh, we did get a ruby from those. Sweet. That's extra 500 gold. 14,000. We have no use for gold weapons, by the way. Okay, so next up, do we actually try a silver axe? It's 500. That is Blue is 200. This makes it harder to get chests is the only thing I'm concerned about. We're going to go ahead and grab you first and one-click looting. Then we'll think about what we want to get next as far as those go. Flamethrower is still on the list, but I'm probably going to wait until we get up to one of these. Strong flamethrower is a maybe, but that's still only, what, 200 per second? Which is not enough to break everything. This one right here, however, is. So I think we're going to go ahead and just get a couple mortars. Set those doing our shenanigans. Put it there, please. Yeah, that's another thing that happens with this, by the way, is I don't know why it does it, but at the start of a day, you do not have the ability to... Let's go ahead and bust that. You don't have the ability to place it until you've clicked like 2 or 3 times. I don't know if that's that is probably just a bug. Okay, where are we looking? We're going chest now, by the way, if you're wondering. I don't mind getting some extra resources along the way, but if we see like gems and stuff, I might aim towards them just to make sure that we get at least a little bit more money. But our mortars should do most of the work for us today. Especially since we are running the Destructinator. Let's go with, hey, magic missile damage finally. It only took us about 12 years. Go and get rid of those. But yeah, this feels very chill compared to... Let's go ahead and increase fire damage. We might end up on a fire run. I'm going to probably mess around with axe and see what we can drop down with. So I'll get axe damage as one of our things. But right now, no, it doesn't really matter too much. We can get through all the blocks already. It's just nothing gives us that many resources. So we need to... We'll do jump velocity. Because the most we can ever get is any kind of clay drop. This does feel less of a challenge mode and more of a just you need more AoE mode. So more mortar, more... Honestly, I have a feeling that wand is going to be better, but... No, we need more mortar, and we need more just pain in the ass kind of stuff. Oh, we got that. Oh, it's another one of you buddies. Should probably be going into the gray zone with this. We're going to go with mortar rate on those. I don't think we're going to get to a gray chest. Doesn't look like we see any chest nearby. There's blue. Gold could have gotten through a blue there, but... Let's see. Can we get up to that? I don't know if we can get over to that one very easily. I'm going to just go after this one and we'll just go down. Longer days means more resources, yes. Longer time for the mortars to actually do their job. And yes, I do see the chest over on the right. If we have the path to get it, I will. Which I think we do. Oh, we have a few over here. Glad we came this way. Whoop-ah, there we go. Need to be careful not to destroy my path through. Let's get the gems, because the gems are going to be our best source of income, sadly. Until we get something that's just totally destroying anything to the right. Magic, we'll go mortar gun damage just for help clearing and getting more resources. Because that's going to be probably our biggest source of just clearing things out, because we need explosions in more places than just us. Especially once we start getting past day 15. Are we going for true ending? Maybe. Let's go... I mean, mining damage, I guess. Magic missile. Oh, I should have gone fire damage, actually. That way we could burn through everything. Oh, we got a shotgun now. Yay. For those who are wondering, that is why you want gun recoil. I personally don't like maneuvering like that, but some people do. I find it very discombobulating. Obviously, if I was trying to do like a speed run or something like that, then it would be really, really nice. But I generally don't speed run games with that kind of movement tech. I do like Metroidvanias and stuff. Okay, so we've got... I should do some RPG speed runs too, now that I think about it, though. This is why I think fire might be the way we go with this. If you notice how quickly those took it out. We'll do magic regen. I see a chest on the left, and I see a chest on the right. This one's closer. Now, as we start getting up into the higher level areas, we're going to be able to buy more because we're going to be able to open up heavier chests. Whoopa! Increase magic. Maybe I should have gone with the jump velocity there. So I can get out of these massive pits of doom. Now, I should probably be upgrading my pickaxe this time instead of getting an axe. Unless we get like a ridiculous amount of money, I will probably be doing that. That way we can start opening the gray chests, which we're a little bit behind on, but not terribly far behind. Generally, if I can get it by day 7, I'm content that I'm going to get it to day 15. As far as playing through on normal, I have not actually tried this before, in case you guys are wondering. So this is my first time doing this challenge, so I'm kind of playing everything by ear. Oh, mortar gun damage. We don't actually need higher damage after a certain point. Let's go ahead and get you out of the way. Oh, wow. Did not get that one at the bottom. We're going to do sprint speed, even though it is a pain in the ass. Not going to see anything. Yeah, we didn't get over there in time with it anyway. But we got 15,000 from coal. That's fine. We got a little bit of everything else. So that gets us 32,000. This is when we're going to start hitting a wall with econ. I would almost put money on it. We could go heavy mortars and just go all the way down like that. We still can't afford upper level flamethrowers. 720,000 for that kind of is rough. Yeah, and you don't get good tick damage on poison until later either. So, we could go silver wand. We could go purple pickaxe. We could go gold pickaxe. You know what? Let's go gold pickaxe. That should one-shot quite a bit. Right now, the only thing we're worried about is getting into higher level blocks. And I did not get myself any mortars. I am a dumbass. It's fine. We'll hit 900, no problem. But you guys already knew I was a dumbass. Most of my dumbassery comes from not actually paying close enough attention to what I am doing, and instead focusing in on commentary. Yeah, I think we're going to actually go to the left after we get these two chests. I just wanted to grab them because they were nearby. And you are... We'll do bullet damage just in case we decide to go guns at some point. But yeah, for the most part, we're going to probably end up going... Fira. Okay, gold. Okay, 2 hits to get rid of that. Not perfect, not terrible. We'll go ahead and keep increasing mortar damage. Because right now our magic damage is... I'm slightly curious how much... if we can get through this. Not quite quick enough. We'll grab this because we already started it. But we're not progressing the crack per hit. That's kind of my litmus test as to whether we are in a good position for it or not. Let's see if we can get that, though. That is another one. Sure, we'll go to the left. Okay, we'll try and get this. That's going to be increased axe damage. We will eventually get into just doing the red ones. Let's try you. Let's go with pickaxe damage. And we will go with... We'll go with pickaxe speed. Yeah, still not enough to get through those quickly. We get through everything else blasted fast. That's one reason why I'm using this to just move around. It's going to be easier. Am I going to be able to get up there? Whoop-ah. Yes, we can. I knew we had some upgrade stuff to it, but poof. I think one more upgrade on the wand and we'll be able to just like one-shot everything as well. As far as the trash that we're moving through, not the blocks. We're going to go ahead and increase pickaxe speed. Yeah. If I get over to a lightning pickaxe, that would be fine as well. The problem with that is we're going to run into a situation where we're going to have issues with there not being ground. I know that sounds like an odd issue, but if you can't keep the ground and you don't have wings yet, you're kind of boned. So we're going to go with, sure, drill damage. Why not? At the halfway point for the day. That is electric pickaxe. This is going to, we'll show off why electric pickaxes can be a problem real quick. Like going through stuff, awesome. Whenever you are trying to get to, like, say this chest, if we got below this on accident, no way to get back up to that without wings. We're going to go with mining speed. I do think probably the ideal strategy for this is still the lightning one. You just want to be positioned in the red zone, getting those red pickaxes. I mean, not red pickaxes, red chests, and electric pickaxe, and just keep dropping just straight down while mortars do work elsewhere. We're going to go ahead and increase poison damage. And clear out to the left there. And you are a red machine gun. That means we could probably grab some blue areas if we can get over to one. Fire damage. Are we going to be able to get in there? Yeah, barely. Okay, go ahead and take that out. Then we'll come back up for you in just a minute. Okay, so that's another one. Dang it. Can I get that? Yep. Will we be able to get in here relatively quickly? I don't think so. I don't think this is going to be enough damage to get through that yet. Later on, you can actually go through these with blue just super easy, but you have to get a certain amount of upgrades first. I'm gonna get this chest. I don't care if it's not efficient. I want it. We started on it. I'm getting the damn thing. Okay, so we need to be in the gray area, which I think is... There we are. Can I keep a platform? Possibly. Please jump. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and take those out while I'm here. 3 gems. Nope. I guess we'll go ahead and take these since we're close. Or we'll go back this way. And just shred as much as we can. I don't think I can get... Oh, nope, we got it. We got rubies. And we got... jump velocity. Seems like a good thing to get us back up for now. Grab as much as we can in the next 19 seconds. Fire damage. That is a... Wow, we are just getting all the gold items. That's just... bleh. Can we get you? Yes, we can. We'll go with poison damage. We're going to probably be using poison or fire eventually, just because I want to, and this seems like the perfect kind of map excuse to do so. Not a lot of money on that one. Let's go with... Do we keep going with weak mortar guns? Possibly. I do want to upgrade my wand first, though. I think silver should be enough. Then we just get 2 mortars. Start day 7. Yeah, silver is enough to just go through everything in one shot. So we don't have to upgrade that any further unless we want it just to be able to get through these. Pickaxe mining speed. I mean, that's pretty much the only thing that's going to matter. Let's grab you. We'll go ahead and create mortar gun rate. And you guys get started eating those. So that's going to start farming all of this stuff over here. I just had a spider crawling on me. That's lovely. Increase mortar rate, yes. Yeah, mortars are going to probably be essential to going deep into this one. Let's go with... We'll go with magic regen. Because if we can just bust through every color with this, I would be even happier. I do need to try and get up to 25,000 so I can get flying abilities. We went too far to the right because there's our blues. There's our grays. Am I going to be able to get jump? Thank you. That is a ruby. Give me. Sure, poison damage. Bullet would, if you wanted to fly through this, there are some things you could do with bullet, I think. Go get those. Can't be leaving too much money behind. Magic missile damage. Only reason I'm taking the magic missile damage is so we don't have to keep swapping weapons. Fire damage, sure. There's our path to the left. And yeah, rubies right now, main source of income. Let's see, there's a blue. There's another blue. Are we just going to keep getting blue stuff? Maybe. There's a diamond. That's actually going to be pretty big for us. Any gems we can get that are above, like sapphire and emerald, are going to be pretty important for us. I don't think we're going to have enough to get through that, no. Let's get back into the gray area. Don't sit there and get stuck on getting freaking, what, 15% when I could get like 5-10% in the same amount of time. Mortar gun rate, sure. I'm gonna go down. I saw the one up there, but I don't have wings, so it doesn't really matter that much to me. Okay, so there's a shotgun that we absolutely do not fucking want. Okay, so still not enough to really pluck through those. There's a poison wand. This will actually get us a decent amount of money just because it's destroying so many things around us. That's another blue. We don't want blues. Oh, silver does not auto-destroy the... Yeah, we're probably pretty close to auto-destroying them, but it doesn't. But you can already see, we're already going to get 12,000 from this because of the mortars up there, which is extremely nice. Oh, we got red wands. Means we can probably go for a blue if we can find it. Nope, not quite. Not quite ready with the red wands. Oh, there's another blue right there. You bastards. But yeah, one magic missile is not enough to destroy. We have to get, like, I think 3 on each of the gem ones. We're back into the clay, unfortunately. Sure, I will bust a bunch of poison here. We still have a quarter of the day left. I don't remember whether I got the extra time upgrade or not. The more time upgrades we get, the better mortars become, by the way. But unfortunately, there is no way to get more than just the 2. There is a challenge mode that gets rid of the time upgrades. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to try that. Fire, yes, sure, why not? Don't think we're going to get up to that one, but we can get this. Amethyst, not too bad. Smack you. Sure, bullet. Bombs might not be that bad of an idea either, now that I think about it. This would be a decent one for bombers in terms of the, like, more minion-focused builds as well. Although, getting the money to do those reliably would probably be a problem. Mortar gun. Do we really need more mortar gun damage, though, is a question. Because it is pretty much just tearing through anything anyway. Let's go with more mortar gun damage. Why not? Going mortars. Oh, I didn't quite get it. I heard the pop, but it didn't open. Damn you. Sorry, I needed a drink. Hopefully that didn't come through on the mic. I just kind of started chugging. Which probably isn't the best of ideas. I didn't hit the mute button. Sorry. I will forget to edit that as well. I am bad at remembering to do stuff like that. Okay, do we go? Do we try an axe round? They're not terrible. I do think I want to keep my silver staff. Oh, axe round, axe round, axe round. Do we go axe round? That would just be dropping down. Or we could go with a bunch of mortars. We're wanting... strong flamethrower would not be the worst ever. Lesser poison staff sucks. I think we're gonna go kind of like a cash grab with mortars today. And does that leave us enough to get like a silver axe? No, it actually leaves us enough to get a purple axe still. Okay. Sure, we'll do axe run. Pop that over there. We already have all of our time upgrades. Don't have angel wings yet. I mean, I can take jetpack for moving around. Not a huge fan of it, because it kind of interferes with things. We'll go ahead and put one there, there, there. I do want them having a little bit of overlap. And they will just eat through everything. Put one there and there. And we are going to eat through to these. Get ourselves some rubies and stuff like that. And then we'll start dealing with the other nonsense. Probably go off to the right and drop some more down. We don't want to put them too far to the left because they'll just be running into chests. We could go far, far left. In fact, that might not be a terrible idea. Can this get going at full speed, please? Who needs the land? Obviously, if we had wings, this would be a lot more satisfying. So if we can get past the reds, we can just drop a bunch of them out there and they'll just mine forever. Okay, we're not quite past the reds yet. Obviously, I think the magic missiles might be the better choice, even if we wanted to just charge down. But this axe, you can see why it's problematic at times. Okay, so we are past the point of that. So boom, 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 boom. So they have overlapping shot areas. We'll go ahead and we're going to go to the left a little bit more. You go ahead and put this one probably like there. You can see we have a lot more control over where we go, and we frankly destroy more stuff whenever we're using the wand. So we're currently at 16,000. The goal for, I believe, day 15 is like, is it 28,000 or something like that? So if we can reach that with this, we're fine. Well, there's that entire terrain gone. Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Whoopa. Boink. Oh, come on. Get out of my way. Let's go with pickaxe mining damage. We'll go ahead and hop up here. Hop up to that. Flamethrower to clean up nonsense, I guess. Oh, we're not getting that one. Actually, we probably could. I think we have enough jump to do it. Mortar gun rate, sure. Almost get to that one. Not that it particularly matters. This is why I want wings. Red Bull, where are you when I need you? Sorry, it's just dumb jokes like that keep me going. So you're going to have to deal with it. Let's go with increased fire damage. We'll go with increased sprint speed, I guess. Mortar gun damage, why not? I probably should have actually gone with magic regen, but because this does clear out stuff faster, and once we have wings, ain't nothing gonna stop us. And we are probably going to be getting wings today. Oh, pickaxe mining damage. That way, if we have to go the pickaxe route to actually get into these, we're more likely to be able to get into the higher ones. Magic missiles, yes. I doubt we're going to be seeing diamond weapons except for from chests. Just call it a hunch. We could probably lean into bullets as well. Bullets would not be the worst ever. I don't like them in the normal one because they don't have piercing. But considering how weak all of the blocks around these are, we don't need piercing as much. It still helps, but... But if you can do enough damage that you can just keep it ahead of you with the chain gun, maybe it's worth it in that. Different strategies for different maps. Who would have thunk it? Okay, so there's a diamond. You want more pickaxe mining damage. And you want to bust through that. Guess more pickaxe mining damage. We want more diamonds and stuff like that as well eventually. We're going to go with wet damage. Although I do... Oh, there is one thing we don't have access to it on this character. I want to try nuke on this map eventually. See what happens. Because it does enough to destroy everything. Sure, we'll go gun recoil, because why not? Whenever we find a random gun, it'll cause me problems. Mortar gun damage. Well, we have this for the rest of the day, unless I turn it off. I'm not gonna. Mostly because I like showing just why I don't use the shotgun. The minigun is tolerable unless you're trying to hop up. 141,000. Nice. So you get sold. I don't care about that much. We could go up to a red pickaxe, which would probably get us into the blues. 100,000. Can save up for... we could just go purple wand. That will get us through a lot of stuff. And now we just go with strong mortars? Or do we go with normal mortars? Oh, no, we can get this, and we can get 2 normal mortars. Or, sorry, weak mortars.
They're not normal, they're weak.
Okay. Let's go ahead and go to the left. Can we actually get through these relatively quick with that? Not quite yet. Yeah, not quite yet. We're going to go ahead and go with pickaxe damage. Red should actually get us through some stuff. I'm going to just dodge those for the moment. What we're trying to do is get it over here far to the left so it doesn't end up hitting these, so it can just keep going down forever. Once we start doing drills and stuff like that, I'll probably do the same thing with them. So we stop seeing reds. There. So now we're into bedrock. So we continue a little bit further left. We already almost have our quota, by the way. Just with the wand piercing through everything. Okay, so we're more than enough out here to do this. So let's go ahead and drop onto that. Probably there and there. I'm going to scratch my arm because I get the creepy crawlies now that I had his waiter crawling on. Which is not the best feeling. It's okay. I am full-grown adult. But yeah, Yeah, don't you guys ever get that? Like, after you've had something crawling on you, you feel like everything is crawling on you, and I'm positive these can't get through there. Yeah, they can eventually, but it's not fast enough to be worth it. Let's see if they can get through the blues. Once we can get into the reds, we're more than set to get pretty... Oh, yeah, we can get into the blues. And I think diamond gear would actually get us into the reds a little bit faster. Oh, God, it's like permanent shotgun day. Let's go for increased drill damage. We might go drills on this a little bit as well. This is just me experimenting with it. Is this worth the challenge? Maybe. Once we get enough money, we will go through and do the, like, flamethrower. Oh, God, it's another shotgun. My guys. I am regretting half the decisions I've made. Are we going to be able to get through that one? It's 2 stages away, probably. Just stubbornness getting through that. Magic missile damage, yeah, because we eventually want to be just melting through those with magic missiles as well. I do have to say, the access to more... Let's go ahead and smack you. Yeah, the access to more gems is oddly helpful on these. What are we at? Fire damage, by the way. We've been taking a few of those. And that fan is to be pointed there. I'm looking on here. 110%. So basically, double fire. So we might be able to go with one of the weaker fires. Maybe. We'll go with some bomb damage. There's some more fire. Fire. Okay. Pickaxe mining speed. Now that we have pickaxe mining speed, we can go lightning pickaxe. And just ditch everything. And just not worry about there ever being a floor. Because we have the wings. We'll go with more fire damage. Because we don't need... I mean, a little bit more mortar damage would probably make the low-level ones one-shot the dirt. Oh, we're already over into gray. We're in Grey's Anatomy. No! Welcome to the CW. Only a few of you are going to get that. But, let's go with pickaxe mining speed or damage or whatever it was. It said pickaxe. We're going for it. Drop as much poison everywhere as possible. It's free resources, and it's a decent enough AoE. That's the downside of poison, though, is just how long it takes to actually get through some of that stuff. Let's go with mortar gun rate, because that'll actually get us more resources. Drill damage, because why not? And no, we're not going to get through that. Okay, so we have 3 here. Going for as many... Oh, we got a machine gun. Lovely. Oh, fire damage again. Drill damage. We'll drop a few drills. Drills are not terribly expensive for what they do. I was hoping we'd get that a little further along. Not going to stick around for it. Unless we get a gold one here. Money. The money just is too low to be really worth it. Mortar rate, yeah, that's going to help us out a little bit. And now we're just going chests. It doesn't matter where. Oh, grab you. Oh, that's a shotgun. That is opposite of what we want. Got a diamond there. Got another diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Magic missile damage. Maybe we'll eventually get to the point where this is just shearing off everything. I don't think we got nearly as much today. We got a decent amount, but I don't think we got as much. 78k. Yeah, we definitely have to be looking into lots of mortars. Lots and lots of mortars. Start day 10. And you know what? I'm going to do this the stupid way. Wait, boop, 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 and a boop. We have rain.
Oh, it's raining out today. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so the mortars are just going to do their thing. So that's going to destroy everything down there. And probably open up a decent number of, like, the basic chests for us, but not super interested in them right now. Let's go with sprint speed. We will go with mortar gun rates again. And yes, we're grabbing grays right now because they're just surfaced. We can get through them really, really quick. Mortar gun rate. Magic regen. Obviously, once you start flying through just like a permanent cloud, things get super easy. Okay. Pickaxe you. We'll go increase the damage. You're going to go ahead and increase the damage there. Let's get over to our usual spot for dropping a ton of mortars as well. Well, that's taking care of the central area, just eating everything up. We're going to set this up to eat up everything to the west. Because there really is no purpose to being out here other than just to drop the mortars. I'm not even caring about them being precise. I just want them going. Okay, so that should be enough to actually get down there. Go ahead and drop some off into the pits of the left as well. There you go. Ta-da! Now we should actually get a decent amount of money. Because they're constantly going to be getting resources. We could probably stand still and get up to 100k on this. And we still have some mortars left. So it's literally just plow back into the earth and go into our blue zones. Think we're into the gray zones. Judging by how much is being destroyed there. That's a machine gun. Sure, I'll take it. Can I have that? Thank you. Oh, and pink gun. And now we're going to start lagging because I put down too many. This is fine. This is not a bad thing. Whenever you're causing lag from mortars, you no longer have to worry about things. Let's go and create magic regen there. But yeah, the reason it is, and I have my cap set out to that, I was going to zoom out and be like, this is why it's lagging. Mainly it's because it's trying to, someone pointed out a while back. Mainly it is because of kind of like a Noita style effect where it's trying to keep track of too many things too far away. So let's go. You can also do the same thing in Minecraft, funnily enough, with redstone things, as long as you have something that keeps the chunk loaded. Or at least you used to be able to. I haven't played Minecraft in ages. Let's go with mortar gun rates because they are going to be essential to us. We shouldn't have completely awful lag. We're going to have, like, lag bursts. Which shouldn't be that bad. No, it's not system problems. It is literally this engine. It cannot handle that. I don't think there is even a way for the dev to fix it in this. Especially since I believe this is single core. Not hardcore, single core. Getting in there was a pain in the ass. Oh, we've got our pink ones. Yeah, whenever it's lagging like that, it has problems keeping up with, oh, are you casting? Oh my. I think if we were wanting to reduce the lag, we'd actually want to drop down to the bottom over here where the bombs mostly are hitting. I'm going to go with mortar damage. Not worry about too much. Okay. Speaking of Noita, that the zipping along like that is definitely up there. Also, this is another situation where sprint speed is biting us in the ass. That is one movement. So, yeah. If you're lagging at all, you don't want sprint speed. Okay, so we're just gonna go pickaxe there. Grab you. Magic regen. We're gonna get probably, what? Almost a quarter mil off of this. Here, I'm just gonna dive. Dive, dive, dive. See if, oh, we're not gonna get a quarter mil off of this. We're gonna get a decent amount of cash off of this. And there's our other pit. Oh, it's actually hitting red stuff now. Because they balloon out. They basically take an umbrella formation. The lag. That's the downside of mortars. But they're very important for this type of thing. Okie dokie. So we got a bunch of money from that. That more than made up for the lag. What we want off of that 500 mil is absolutely nothing. I mean, not 500 mil, 500,000 is absolutely nothing. We don't have the greater poison staff. We don't have the powerful flamethrower. Could do some drills. Someone said that they cause less lag. So we could go to the left and just put a bunch of drills, have the mortars in the middle. I am going to get this up to 20 before we do that. No, we'll do 32, actually. And hoverboards are 500, by the way. Do we go strong drills or weak drills? We're going to go strong drills. We'll do 32 of those as well. Because they do 10 drills per second at 3,600. You know what? Let's go 64 of them. Why not? We're not going to be getting chests today. I'm going to be experimenting with stuff. The Great Clay Experiment. That might be the title. I don't know yet. I legitimately don't know the title of this one. Usually I have an idea of like, oh, I want to focus in on such and such today. But doesn't always work out that way. I probably should have put down some mortars before we started heading this way, but it's fine. We'll put them on the way back. Like 5 mortars. Okay. So, we have drills. So one there, 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 one there. Let's see how many we can actually do in one go. Basically, if there is ground, we don't have a drill there. Probably do that as well. Take care of the holes above. There's one set of them done. So how far down? How much will we get just from doing the drills? Maybe we should just go drills and see what they do as far as like totals. Because they're going to be keeping a chunk loaded so far off of us. There we go. That's all of them. It is constantly giving us resources. We'll go solely drills today. We're not going to do mortars today. I want to see how much they get us. And how much lag they provide. So I guess we are going chest today. Magic missile damage. We'll go with some sprint speed. Those, I do like that they are essentially one-shotting whatever they touch. So that's going to be constant money for us. They might actually do better than the mortars, because the mortars will spread out and start hitting the stuff that's out of their line. Let's go get some reds if we can. There's a red. Gimme. We'll go with magic missile damage. We don't need more mortar damage. Really don't. Let's go ahead and clear out stuff so we can just grab these really quick with the pickaxe. Pickaxe mining, whatever. It's fine. We got a blue pickaxe, so we could go do that. But I think we actually just want to go after chest still with it, even though we are giving up some red chests by not going over there. I know these are close by. We might get like one red chest, but I know where there's freaking 5 blue chests. Sure, increase drill damage. They're not going to need it. Especially if we're getting those second tier drills. Pickaxe damage, sure, why not? And yeah, we have to press the space bar to get it to stop trying to fly up. Or float down, sorry. Okay, so we're currently at about 100,000 with that many. They have paid for themselves, I think. We could check. See, 100,000. They're 3,000 something each. 64. No, it has not paid for itself. It has not even come close to paying for itself, Alzorath. Do your napkin math quicker. But no, they haven't paid for themselves. Which is unfortunate, because to pay for themselves, you would need... what? 32 times, basically, a little bit over 3,000. So 64 times that, sorry. 6 times 3 is 18, so that'd be 180. So it would need to be about 200,000 for them to pay for themselves. Which they have not. So maybe I should go normal drills? See if that works out a little bit better. And that's with me going through stuff like this as well. I do think the mortars are overall probably going to earn us more money, I think. Mortar gun rate, because we don't really need much more damage on them. We just need them firing faster. Let's go with mortar gun. Boosts. They are constantly getting us stuff, though. But the chance of us actually seeing anything too crazy with them is going to be whatever. Mortar gun rate. Yeah. Oh, God. I am stuck on things because of freaking movement. Let's go more mortar gun rate so they fire faster. Faster firing means we have to deal with less shit. Your pickaxe mining speed. Why not? There's our pink diamond. Yay. So we might make back... we also... Oh, never mind. They might have actually paid themselves back, because I'm only counting the coal at the moment. They've gone through iron and stuff like that as well. We'll see. If we don't get over a 500,000 today, then they probably didn't pay themselves back. They did not get nearly as much iron and freaking copper. Yeah, they don't pay for themselves. No! They're still fun, and they don't lag us nearly as much, though. Oh, we can get the greater poison staff because we've been saving up money because we have nothing to spend it on. Is there really much of a difference between saving up money and having nothing to spend it on? Maybe. I could try some weak drills, see if they pay themselves off a little. They only need to get 400 gold to actually pay themselves off, so that might be it. I don't know if they're going to do enough damage to get through this stuff, though. We'll buy a couple. And no, we can't get nukes on this character. It's unfortunate. We can get ultimate mortar bombs. Like, I could buy one of those. You can see what they do. Okay, so you are going to... Oh, actually... Oh, that was all 6 of them on top of each other. Oh, this feels weird. But I think we can do it. Yeah, the surfboard feels weird. I might switch back to the wings, although it's working. How many mortars should I get before it causes me just ungodly lag? Okay, so now switch to you, which is going to be 5. Ta-da! Not that that particularly matters. Let's go ahead and drop a whole bunch of you there. Obviously, it's going to cause lag faster. I'm going to just keep going down. I want to see if we can catch up to where the mortars are hitting down here, because they are faster than us. We obviously can't catch up if that's gone. I mean, if there's blocks in the way. I think we are, oddly enough, catching up. Yeah, we are. Because they take more than one hit to kill them, at least. If we just go down... I'm not going after chests today. I want to see how far down they actually end up going. Or we can just go down forever. We have enough damage to actually get through this constantly. I could put more down here. I mean, maybe. At a certain point, the number of entities causes problems, though, in that we have the issue of them combining rather than being dropped out of the ones that are close to the bottom. It does a first in, first out kind of thing with the artillery, so the upper artillery would always fire, even if the ones at the bottom can't anymore, because I do wish it did that inverse, but it does not. Okay, so we are getting lag from them being too far up, I think. So we need to get back up to where the booms are happening. Come on, mortars. Give me some love. I need to get back up to where you're at. There's some of them. So this is about where they're hitting. They might also be too spread out to the sides. But we should hit a decent amount of money from this because they're just hitting so much more stuff on either side. And yes, how low can the frames get? As low as you want. Get low, get low. But yeah, these they get us so much more money than the drills. One, they're hitting more stuff, and two, yeah, they're just hitting more stuff. They're relatively cheap. They're 2,000 instead of 3,000 something. Although we also have a drill going to the center of the earth over on the right-hand side. So I think our next one is going to be... We might actually go with a flamethrower if we get enough money on this one. Don't think we're going to get a $500,000 again on this. Because I kind of like putzed around. But... And didn't go for any chests, so we're losing out on pretty much all the high gems you can think of. We guaranteed have day 15 done, by the way. We just need like 5 artillery pieces to do it. Oh, there's a pit. Are you guys actually down further on this one? You are. Where are you bombing at? Okay, there. I don't even know how far we are from the top, by the way. It doesn't matter with this character because everything just goes in. One of the reasons why I like this class. But we can go 2 frames. And yes, I have everything set down to the lowest one. I swear every single time I do one of these where it lags, people are like, did you know you can turn the settings down? They're down at their minimum. I am not going to go in there and edit the game files just to turn it down lower. Although that could probably get you some really broken stuff with the way the game's logic works. Because, let's see how long a second actually takes. 1,000, 2 1,000. It's about a second and a half, 2 seconds. But that is actually one of the things that... Oh, there was a mortar that came down next to us there. I think if you did knock it down to just like 2 entities or something like that, you might be able to get it so that even just a basic mortar turns into just a nuke. Because all the damage would be concentrated onto that mortar. Yeah, we did not get anywhere near a 0.5 mil. We got like 400, yeah. Oh, no, we did. We got 490. I thought we were closer to 400. That's fine. Obviously, spreading them out works better. We can get a red staff. Not that I'm particularly concerned about that. Could also go ruby pickaxe, which honestly is not a bad idea. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to sell you. I'm going to get that. Why? Because it makes me happy. And then probably this next run we can go either powerful flamethrower or one of the bigger poison things. I don't like these little piddly ones. Abyssal might be fun. In fact, that might be better than some of those. The thing is, you have to sit there and wait for it to tick. Our damage isn't high enough to go all the way out and cause lag yet. If we got a... I think it's a diamond or a pink diamond. We probably could lag ourselves out with our pickaxe. Which is... Oh, I keep pressing W to go up, by the way. For those of you wondering why I just randomly stop, that's why. I press space to go up instead of W because I'm used to jumping. I might have to change the controls to that because there really isn't an up movement in this. Okay, so I think we're left of the red. What we want is to just get there. We'll drop one of you boys there. One of them there. One there. There. And I think probably there is probably as far as we want to go because I think reds... nope. Okay, yeah, there's reds. That's close enough. But yeah, it's not super slow getting through these, but I still think blues are going to be the best value. Climb speed. Wouldn't be surprised if climb speed impacts something like this. But yeah, you can see it's not a terrible amount of time, but we do want to just probably stick with the blues. Because I think we can one-shot those. Nope, two-shot. That's still way faster. Mining speed. I feel like I'm playing a roguelite with WASD controls. We're going to go with mortar 8. I can mortar 8 more stuff over there. I gotta make... I am like contractually obligated to make that joke every single time we get mortar 8. I apologize. I would show you the contract, but NDAs. Obviously, I'm being facetious. There's no contract for that. Don't want to get myself in trouble. Let's go ahead and go with this. Yum. This, actually, with the board, axe might not be that awful. Now that I think about it, because you can just kind of hover around wherever the hell you want. We're halfway through the day, not even at 100k. Get you. Can I have? Increase bullet damage. I got that again. Magic regen doesn't seem that awful. Bullet damage up isn't that awful. Pink diamonds.
Shine bright like a diamond.
And in we go. Oh, more pink diamonds. Sweet. I do kind of miss my magic wand. There's a 0.5 mil. We'll go with... We don't want more sprint speed. It's already a pain in the ass to control this character on this dag-nab hoverboard. Poison damage, why not? We may eventually go with a bit of poison. I get you. Pickaxe damage, cool. And yeah, as long as we have... Oh, this takes about as long to get through them as the pickaxe does, by the way. Oh, drill damage. Or we'll just do mortar damage. That way I can get through some of this nonsense if it runs across it. We'll do pickaxe damage again, because we use them more often. Magic regen. Can I keep pressing space to go up, by the way. I will continue to do that until the end of time, because I have gotten used to these controls. Magic missile damage. We just so zippy. And obviously with higher pickaxe damage, the further the lightning will go. Because it's diminishing as it gets further in, if you're wondering how that works. You do 100% damage to the one that you're on, and then it just decreases the further you go along the chain. Bullet damage, why not? Okay, so let's get out of here. Yeah, I just keep it's just gonna keep pausing my brain. Up, let's go left. Always into the west? No, it's always into the east. We need to be doing this Diablo style. We need to go to the right. Let's go. Sure, axe damage, why not? Oh, I'm stuck in there. There we go. We're too zippy. That's a shotgun. That does not do anything for me. I hate shotguns. Fine. You're determined to give me a shotgun, so I'm going in here. Get more pink diamonds. Only 67,000 from that. Very inconsistent on our incomes. Mostly because I'm putting out less mortars because I don't want to lag. We'll go ahead and get a few more of them. We can go ahead and get a couple strong mortars as well. I don't think they're going to pay themselves off. 326, I guess we just sit on it. We don't have anything else to do with them. I think it might actually be beneficial for us to go with a ranged weapon on this. Because my aim with how zippy we are is absolutely atrocious. Can I... Jesus. Again, pressing space. I could just do wings instead of hoverboard, but I need to learn how to use hoverboard just because of what it is. Chewing through everything. Okay, so we are out of the nonsense. Let's go with a handful of the... I think these are the bigger ones. Yeah, those are the strong ones. So they're going to destroy anything they touch. And then we go ahead and drop out just a handful of the little ones beneath it. As well. Probably a waste on those, but might as well use them if we got them. Yeah, 28,000 for day 14, so that means 50-something thousand for tomorrow. We've got this. Super easy. Do I want to go full tilt into the rest of it? I think what we're going to do for the future ones is we're going to change weapons each day. Because we already did a little bit of pickaxe. We already did a little bit of normal axe. We haven't done gun except for from chests. So we could kind of mess with that. Going fire. Wait, I do want to... I guess I could just see how long it takes to get through all the stuff with fire. We should have enough to... Jesus, getting in there is a pain in the ass. Bullet damage. But yeah, we should have enough to kind of like mess around with fire. We can do that on day 15. We've got enough, whatchamacallits to do it. mortars, that is, already. That's not the worst thing ever. Let's go with pickaxe mining speed. Because we go magic missile a lot. I do find magic missile to be just the most chill one to do whenever you're trying to commentate. Could also do heavy recoil guns just to show those off. Because it is a flying method. Increase fire damage. Well, we are going to be going fire. Might as well. We're not going to be doing it as a full-on strat. As far as like strategies go, fire as a strategy or poison as strategy just aren't there yet because their cost gaps are too big. You don't get your upgrades fast enough to do. You could probably do it on clay, but even still, we'll show the problem with it. Because there's much more of a delay than there is with any other weapon type as well. So you don't even get like extra damage for utilizing that delay, which makes it even slightly more frustrating. And we're already up to how much fire damage, I believe. Yeah, 195. So we're basically 3 times fire damage whenever we do it. But there's just going to be, you apply it and then a delay, whereas all the rest of this stuff is just instant. The air conditioner just kicked on, and that feels very, very good. Speaking of flamethrowers, strongest flamethrower you can get. You have to wait for it, Forest. Okay, let's go and get in there. We're starting to lag from the mortars, which is fine. That just means that they're doing good work. It just makes it really hard to get stuff. But yeah, this one you never get like super high money. On the just coal one, I always ended up getting a ton of money. Can I please? Jesus. Sprint speed, pain in the ass. More mortar gun rate, because more lag is not a problem, right? We're probably going to hit a 1/4 mil coal just from them going off, thankfully. So they're earning their keep. That is, more pink diamonds. We're gonna earn a decent amount of money from this, at least. Even though I can't tell what I'm doing. Magic missile damage. I still prefer magic missiles. I am a D&D player. Magic missile is the next best thing to... Oh, I can't get in there. Oh, for fuck's sake. There we go. I can't get in there because of my sprint speed. I was just too far. I was just zipping up and down from it. Can I go in? Thank you. And yes, I am pressing 2 directional buttons at once to get in there. And it's not even really registering everything yet. I think we can get into that one. Let's go with pickaxe mining damage so we can get into these faster whenever we're not using pink items. And we will go with pickaxe mining damage. And victory. 280,000 coal from that. Yeah, they get us a lot of stuff. It is worth doing that. That said, it's not worth buying all those heavy mortars for it because those are 200,000 each. Oh, wait, no, the 20,000 ones are worth it. The 200,000 ones aren't. There we go. So we said we wanted to do a flamethrower. We can get a flamethrower. That does cut us off of some of the stuff, but I'm not too concerned about it. We're going to go ahead and get rid of the weak mortars. We're going to go with just strong mortars from here on out. And start day 15. Let's see what they do. So we're doing flamethrowers on day 15. See, it's not as bad as poison, but poison, you have a lot longer of a wait. I think these do it on a, like, variable tick or something based on when they're applied. So you can apply it all around and then get into it. This is a mid-level one. It's not even able to get into those chests, though. At 3 times damage. We'll go with pickaxe damage. There is a reason I did not get rid of my pickaxe. With this, I do see some things that you could do. Can we get this with just a flamethrower? I don't think so. I don't think we're going to get 40,000 with it. Unless we get like a large circle to go around. And even then, you can see that we're just not getting it nearly as fast as even if we were just using a wand to plow through stuff. I do wish that these were more viable. I wish that like the flamethrower had maybe on hit damage as well. Maybe have it be extremely low, but have it be deal its damage on that first frame. So it can actually keep up with other stuff. The poison one, poison tick rate, or maybe max stacks would be a way to go. Oh, we got a flamethrower from a chest. Sweet. Yeah, you can see just not cutting it. So we're going to go to the left. We're going to drop off some of our artillery just to guarantee we get through the day. I think after that, and we are actually in the spot where we can actually put the artillery now. So we'll do 5 little places of them. 4 and 5. They're overlapping a bit. It's not a problem. But that'll make sure that we get what we need. Although we could just do... We could aid them! But yeah, fire... It just doesn't feel as satisfying as it looks like it should feel. If that makes sense. Even if it was just a direct damage weapon with like this fanning effect and piercing, it'd be fine. Even if it was just low damage, kind of like the magic wands. Yes, magic wands are admittedly low damage, but they do damage to a lot of blocks at once. Probably as much, if not more, than the flamethrower. And you can see it is breaking stuff behind us, and it's a lot faster than poison, but woof. It's not as satisfying as I would wished. Trying to think what other weapons we don't use very often are. Axe I just don't use because the attack patterns on them are kind of sluggish feeling, and you get stuck in the ground if you do them too early. Late game, they can be decent. We could do an axe on day 16. Just to kind of like try out the different weapons. Of course, we're going to need to keep the artillery, the mortars, just to be able to sustain our coal needs. Although we are going to quickly reach the limit on that. To the point where we're going to need to just have mortars across the entire thing. I don't think day 25 is really possible with this unless you're just geared up solely for mortars. This class would be the one to do it, though, because I really don't think you'd be able to do it with minions. And we think we've reached the bottom over here, so it's time to go back up. We're not doing terrible. It's just... Trying to think what else we could do in CoalLLC. The only other stuff I can think of is maybe modding stuff. But even then, that's going to require diving into the code to actually get it to work how I want it to work. Because what I want is to have a pure minion class as well. Basically, all you start with a whistle for your miner would be about it. Maybe have it where you have to go back up on your first day, and then you buy... The strategy would be to just buy carriers and then miners and just continue alternating between them. But we got an okay amount. Most of it not from us. Continue. Yay! We got day 15. We'll do an axe day. We'll do an axe day on 16. Winner, winner, chicken dinner! Oh, yeah, endless mode does not matter. So we want to do an axe. What level axe can we get? Ruby? Ruby battle axe or ruby axe? Let's do battle axe since we have the floaty board. That'll work out fine. And we'll take some strong mortars, get us back up to 10. Probably not going to do that very easily. And these should one-shot pretty much anything. I do think that axes could use a scaler. Like a size increase. Here, I'm going to go over here and just get this set up before we start playing with the axe. Because, yeah, that's how I view most of the tools besides the pickaxe and the wand is I'm just playing with it. I'm not going for, oh, now we have maximum efficiency because, frankly, they don't feel as efficient as the wand for getting chests later on and the pickaxe for getting stuff for pushing early or diving into harder substances. There's 3. There's 4. And there's 5. See, that'll get us more than enough. We'll have time to get this up to speed by the time we get over here. So what I'm going to probably do with this is I am thinking we see just if we can dive down with this. Although diving down would probably be easier with the other axe. Because this one has a dead zone right where we are. So going diagonal might be the way for us to go with it. See, it's not terribly slow. It does decent damage. It's just it has dead zones, and the other axe has very slow adjustment to where you're facing. The one that spins where your cursor is, it takes forever to get over there. Sure, jump velocity, why not? And also, they have to spin back up after you get a chest. I would love a grace window for that. But as far as just like a chill game to just kind of hang out with, this is still a great game. I do think for a lot of people, the price is a little steep currently. There was actually a question about it on the last video. I think that overall the price for it is a little bit steep for what it is. I do think it is a solid $10 game for most people. Now, if this is your bread and butter and this is what you love, this is the kind of game you love playing, absolutely worth the price. It's priced for the core audience. It's not priced for general audience. I think at $10 it would be priced more for general audience. And if you wanted to really kind of anchor in people to actually buy it, now we're going to dive into how Steam marketing works a little bit. If you wanted to dive in and actually get it to be where people were just buying it up like hotcakes, you'd probably even want to drop it down lower to possibly like $7.99, because that is a price point that has a $7.99 and $6.99 generally are one of those where it's like, oh, I can get this instead of going out to eat one day a week kind of situation. I can skip going out to eat to buy this is kind of the realm you want to be in with that. And frankly, $10 is more, okay, this is what I'm buying for a couple weeks of fun. So this is a couple weeks of fun for most people. Me, I'm having fun experimenting with the different weapons, but I have tried everything in the game. Except for a couple of the challenge modes. And Lumberjack. But I've played with the axe on other characters. And we were able to get far enough in with it that I'm confident the axe is doable to day 25 on the right build. but it's not my favorite one. I think the only ones that are not doable to day 25 are poison and fire. Everything else you could do reasonably. Obviously, with poison and fire, you can do day 25 with minions. But I'm talking about just straight, you have a tool, you're going for the true ending kind of playthroughs. And not all of them can do that. I think that every weapon in the game should at least have a viable path to that, to a true ending. That's one reason why I'm a big proponent of there being an overhaul for fire and poison first. There was already an overhaul for mortars. Mortars are now viable to day 25. That's actually the thing that made this class viable. But if we come in here and look at the equipment possible, these make this class viable. So we can do that. Minions make pretty much a lot of the other classes viable. Drills, I'm not sure if they're viable till day 25. That's one of the few that I have not tested. I don't think they pay themselves off, is the big problem with them. Overall, that is. They're not bad. They're supplementary income, and they're good for if you're like pushing a little bit. But I don't think like weak drill, they're just not quite there for paying themselves off because they're not going to run through enough of the materials going down. Earthquakes, I haven't messed with too much, but they're mostly just supplements to like mortars or to fire and poison. They are consumable, which is kind of annoying. But if they weren't consumable, it would be viable to work with fire and water to actually make that basically you buy these three things and it destroys. You basically tap them with fire, earthquake. That would be a viable path for it. But these are consumable, so they don't pay themselves off. The water is just supplementing everything. It's not a mining tool itself. Poison just doesn't have the granularity or the ability to damage push through bedrock. And yes, you generally would want to push through bedrock for day 25 stuff. Regular pickaxe, doable but slow. Usually you have to get a lot of upgrades on it. The class that uses it primarily would be the Barbarian because it has AoE with it. Its big weakness is that lack of AoE. Usually you'd want to just straight up upgrade to the Electric Pickaxe if you're going that. They function fairly similarly. This just has AoE. The Emerald Axe could go to day 25 with the right upgrades. It's a pain, and you end up destroying stuff, and it feels very sluggish due to their movement speed. Those, as far as like what I would propose for improvements would be just quality of life improvements to them. Their damage is fine. Guns, again, damage is fine. I wish they had a fire rate amplifier. You don't need to get rid of the knockback on it. You can keep that modifier where you increase the knockback, but if they had a fire rate modifier, everything about them would become more useful. You could use them as a jetpack. You could use them as a deep diver. Right now, they're not great on deep diving. I think the staves are better overall because they hit more targets. And I have gotten into green with the wands. I think I've gotten to bedrock with the guns. But I would love to see more. I am enjoying this. I have pretty much saturated most of the things I can do with it. We're going to go ahead and call that a day there. I'm actually going to just let it run out the timer. We're not even going to have to run out the timer. End day early. Just so we can close that out. Total, 0. Don't know why it's trying to process that. Yeah, I got 0 gold. Boom. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed that, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. I will be doing more CoalLLC in the future. We might do some modded runs. And I will cover the updates that they do and stuff like that. I do want to try out some of the other challenge modes. We will try those. But for the most part, we have tried out every single weapon. We've tried out all the classes, or at least I've tried out all the classes except for Lumberjack. That is most of the content in the game so far. So if you want to see some of the other videos on it, there is a playlist. and it has a few unlisted videos where we had some of our failures. I didn't upload any of the just like me testing stuff without commentary, but I suppose I could do that in the future if you wanted. But keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.